Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time. All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
The Texans set to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. Partner, I'm going to be gracious, I think, and let you handle the explanation for this one.
No, I was going to let you do the same thing here, Kate.
I was just flashing back to, trying to decide what I wanted for dinner last night. Maybe this place. Oh, no, maybe this one. Come back and forth. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you cannot ever be indecisive. And the worst part is it cost them 2 points before the offense could even buckle their helmets and get on the field.
And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Saints take over first.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Line up the design keeper. Will charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Reed now to kick this one away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pass caught by Tank Dell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Wheeled in by Baylor. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Sending him on the dive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
This quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to trap that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Forced out to his right. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. This one from 42 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's a return from the 7. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 14. At the Texans' 33-yard line.
Back to throw now. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. And you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Couldn't connect to a takedown. So it's going to be 4th and short. Punt team on the field. The punt heads towards the sideline, not returnable. Well done. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Back to work after throwing the pick. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Quick pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking in the air here. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. 1st and 10 from the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Got a man, it's Mayer. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a game of 14.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. They go play action with Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Walker hauls it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That's Mayer. He's got it. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They run it again with Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the...
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll send out the punting unit. Hill back deep to return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
I got it.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. That one's complete over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs from 37. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. He'll throw it. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. One last play before the break.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Ready? Panther 60.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Finds him over the middle. And he's out the clear. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Saints push the lead to 2 scores now. Reed now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid game right up towards that midfield stripe. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he is down to the 30-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On a pass on the move here. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans start the 2nd half with some needed points. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans cut the lead down to just 2.
14, Texans 12.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Okay, ready.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Go. Mustang 19. 70 Lions.
They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On the ready. Cup 19. Cup 19. Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out.
At their own 13-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And will be a 1st down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll throw to start the drive. Dump off, caught by his back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Throw here, 3rd down. He had it for a pass incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. That's taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw by Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Stroud to throw again on second. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints push the lead to 2 scores now. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He's going to field this at the 2. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop them up.
And they've been doing it. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Saints are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
It's a turnover on downs.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
19 Lions.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Trying for the deep ball. And the touchdown is dropped. He had it for a moment in the end zone, but just couldn't secure it. What a chance for him. That's a rough incompletion to stomach. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Dropping back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Azeez Al-Shire has it.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it.
Stroud's pass. Intercepted. The
First
Saints
down
take
from the
over
42.
first and 10 at the 42-yard
Here we go.
line.
Stop. Stop the Lions. Come back. Go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they get this down to the 28. Working quickly here.
19,
First and 10 at the
7,
28-yard line.
18, pioneer.
First down, play action. And this one is launched downfield. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints take a 16-point lead.
28, Texans 12.
Reed now to kick this one away. Bigsby with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the...
At their own 29-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He puts some air under it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 52 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 19.
Stroud throwing here on first. And they pick him off again. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
That's 65 check.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing now on first down. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Sticking to the air here. It's caught left side by Hill. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Stroud from the pistol. Trying to push deep downfield. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Texans 19.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They're going to pass it here. Complete out to the right side. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Completes this one to Hill. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Dive play straight ahead. He's got room to roam. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So it's a win for the Saints. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate the win. That's a positive feeling that you know is going to carry through the week ahead.
And it makes everybody in the building feel better. It does, from the secretary to the coach to the owner. And it makes all the practices, the film rooms, the workouts a lot easier over the next couple days. Nobody wants to slog through those coming off a loss. But coming off a win, they'll have a boost and really attack the week as they get prepared for their next opponent.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.
Takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hot.